Hey, what's up studs? Ryan here, or MandRproductions, and welcome back to another LEGO Star Wars Top 10 video. If you guys are new here, make sure you subscribe to the channel so you don't miss my future LEGO videos. And if you do enjoy this Top 10 video, leave a like on this video. Anyway, this is the Top 10 LEGO Star Wars sets nobody asked for. And I had this idea the other day, and I thought it was just too perfect to not do a LEGO list video for. And if you have a suggestion for a future LEGO list video, you can definitely leave it in the comments section down below, and your opinions on this video are welcome down there as well. So without further ado, we're going to go ahead and get started with what I'm going to call an honorable mention on this top 10 list. I ended up picking out 11, and this was like the odd man out here. So it's the 75100 First Order Snowspeeder, and who asked for this set? Quite literally, because it never showed up in Star Wars Episode 7, which is the movie it's based off of. Now, it was actually in some deleted scenes, so it was supposed to be in the movie, but it actually never made its way into the movie. So realistically, nobody could have even asked for this set for it to become a LEGO set to make this list. It just doesn't make sense, right? But I see it as a pretty decent set, and I could see people wanting it after maybe having seen the deleted scenes, even though it came out before the movie even came out, so that's kind of interesting. But who asked for this set? Really nobody, but it's just not the same because it's literally the only set on here that's not actually in a movie or TV show of some sort. It's just in some deleted scenes. That gives me an idea for a future LEGO list video. Haha, let me write that down. And our actual number 10 on the list here is the 2014 MTT. Now, it was coming hot off, well, not so hot off the heels, it was 7 years later, but it was coming on the heels of the 2007 MTT, which is widely regarded as one of the best LEGO Star Wars sets of all time, and I have a hard time disagreeing with anybody who does say that. It's a really awesome LEGO set. This one went back a step or two, and nobody asked for this. I mean, people were asking for a new MTT at this point, and I think it's about getting there again where people are going to be asking for one as we head into 2020. But I will say, nobody was asking for LEGO to take the 2007 MTT and make it considerably worse. The 2007 MTT had it all. It had like 20 minifigures. It could fit a ton of battle droids inside of it, and then they took that and they decided, what if we didn't make it as good? And they went ahead with this, and this is an atrocity. This is a terrible MTT. Nobody asked for this MTT. This is really bad. At number 9 on the list, I chose the Vulture Droid, mostly because I don't like the way this one looks. So LEGO has had quite a few Vulture Droids throughout the years, and they've always been around the same size. And with this one back in 2014, they went ahead and made it way, way bigger. It's like the Super Size Me Vulture Droid. And I don't know who wanted a giant Vulture Droid for $20. I really don't. I mean, the regular Vulture Droids were in a great size. They had been for a decade and a half, and then they went and did this. They basically took the Hyena Droid Bomber and turned it into a Vulture Droid, and I don't think that really stuck well with a lot of people. So my question to you is, who wanted this set? Not me. Next up, number 8, who wanted a Tatooine Battle Pack? Seriously though, who was asking for Jawas, a Tusken Raider, and an R2 unit in a battle pack? I don't think that's what people were asking for. You know what people are asking for though? The 501st Battle Pack. I'll just get that in there real quick. But I really can't wrap my head around this one. Like, who asked for a Tatooine Battle Pack? Nobody. I mean, it's not a bad LEGO set. I don't want you guys to misconstrue this list video for me. Just, you know, some of these LEGO sets are bad. I will say that. But, like, not all of them on this list are bad, in my opinion. Some of them I'm just like, who asked for these? So that's what this video is about. Just before you go down the comment section all angry like and comment mad things at me. But this had a nice little build in it. Like, it wasn't a bad battle pack. I just don't know who was asking for this. This one at number 7 might be one of the most mind-boggling ones because it was only in the Star Wars Freemaker Adventures. It was actually never in a movie. It's the only one in the actual top 10 list that wasn't in a Star Wars movie, but it's the Star Scavenger, and it's got Rowan and Xander and Cordy, and of course Roger. Like, who doesn't like Roger? You know, the classic battle droid character from Freemaker Adventures. Well, who was watching Freemaker Adventures is the big question. The year is like 2016. I don't think anybody ages 8 to 14 was watching Freemaker Adventures and thought, hey, I really gotta have that Star Scavenger, especially because it has a little excavator that comes out of it. Is that the only LEGO Star Wars excavator? I think so. It's the only time I think I've ever seen that in LEGO Star Wars. So, who asked for the Star Scavenger? Definitely not me. I can't see my little cousin wanting one. I just really don't know who this was for and who wanted it. At number 6, we have the Hhoming Spider droid from 2016, and you look at it and it looks like a great set and all, right? Well, 3 years prior in 2013, the Hhoming Spider Droid was released. So that means in 2013 they released a Hhoming Spider Droid. In 2014 it was still on shelves. In 2015 there was no Hhoming Spider Droid, and then they were like, oh no, what are we going to do if we don't have a Hhoming Spider Droid on shelves? And so they released one in 2016. The only thing the 2016 one added was a giant stud shooter to the bottom of the Hhoming Spider Droid, which arguably makes it look worse. They also made slight changes to the Spider Droid included, and of course they spiced up the minifigs. But who wanted another Hhoming Spider Droid just a year after the other one had retired? I definitely did not. I was super disappointed with them releasing another Hhoming Spider Droid with so many other possibilities at the time, including a 501st Battle Pack, and they just chose to do another Hhoming Spider Droid. I whipped up a little meme for you guys you might enjoy.
Corporate needs you to find the differences between this picture and this picture. Intel has told us there are at least 7. They're the same picture.
At number 5, it's a Lego set from Star Wars The Last Jedi, which it's a pretty much a love-hate relationship with Episode 8. Some people loved it, some people hated it, some people are in the middle, kind of like me. But did you watch Star Wars Episode 8 and see BB-8 take that AT-ST out of the First Order bay and start walking around with it and saving the day? And you said to yourself, hey, I cannot wait to recreate that scene. Hopefully Lego makes a set so that I can have my First Order AT-ST and BB-8 save the day. And Lego then did just that, because that's what everybody and their mother wanted, right? Well, not really, and I think it really showed with the sales of this set and the community acceptance of this set, because everybody hates this set. It is universally hated. It's one of the most, if not the most hated Lego Star Wars set of all time, the First Order AT-ST. I mean, this is just an abomination. This is awful. Who asked for this? Literally nobody. At number 4, for sets nobody asked for, I went ahead and chose like 20 different sets, because I think otherwise this whole list could be these buildable figures. Every Lego Star Wars buildable figure. Who asked for Lego Star Wars buildable figures? It's entirely possible there were like 8 Bionicle fans that wanted to see Lego Star Wars in construction form, and then Lego did it. And it was bad. To be fair, they weren't all terrible. There were some decent looking construction figures, but to me and to a lot of people, Lego isn't action figures, and Lego tried to be action figures. Lego, don't try to be action figures. I think they learned that lesson here. There were a couple of particularly ugly Reys. There was an ugly Jyn Erso. Han Solo wasn't awful, but it also doesn't look like Han Solo. I mean, these buildable figures were just some of the weirdest things out of Lego Star Wars ever. And, of course, who asked for them? Not me, but I did, once again, whip you up a quick meme.
Once there was an ugly barnacle. He was so ugly that everyone died. The end.
That didn't help at all.
At number 3, much like with the Hhoming Spider Droid, we have another set that is inexplicably being remade so quickly after the retirement of its predecessor, and this is the Luke's Landspeeder, which as of the recording of this video isn't even released yet. It actually comes out in 2020, but this Luke's Landspeeder basically takes the 2017 Luke's Landspeeder, which was on shelves until like mid or early 2019, and now like less than 12 months later there's going to be another Luke's Landspeeder on shelves. And who asked for a Luke's Landspeeder that is $10 more expensive and includes less minifigures? I really want to know who was asking for that. Why Lego thought it was a good idea, I don't know. But this Luke's Landspeeder is very similar. It's not exactly the same as the Luke's Landspeeder from 2017, but it's so close that most people aren't going to want to upgrade to begin with, and I don't know who wanted less minifigures. Somebody please explain this to me. Less minifigures, more money. Who wanted this? Nobody. Next up, number 2. Who wanted a Jedi and Clone Troopers Battle Pack? For the love of God, who wanted this? Who wanted Ki-Adi-Mundi and Luminara in a Battle Pack? Much like the Tatooine Battle Pack, but even more so here because I feel like the Jedi are less duplicatable than Jawas. Is duplicatable a word? I don't know. If it isn't, I just made it up, and you can credit me as the founding father of the word duplicatable. It just seemed to work there. But getting 2 Jedi in a Battle Pack, and them having the audacity to name it a Battle Pack, is mind-boggling to me. Battle Packs used to be build your army. Well, I don't think anybody's going to be building an army when they're paying $15 to get another Ki-Adi-Mundi over and over again. If they were clone troopers, this would make sense, but they are not, so it doesn't make sense. The Jedi and Clone Troopers Battle Pack is one of the most baffling who wanted these LEGO Star Wars sets of all time for me. And finally, the most baffling who wanted this LEGO Star Wars set release ever was the UCS Death Star re-release. The original UCS Death Star playset came out in 2008. It was on shelves for about 7 years and then it retired, and then about a year later, LEGO went and released another LEGO UCS Death Star playset. This is literally the meme that I made about the Hhoming Spider droid again. I mean, I could play the thing again. Literally the only thing LEGO did with this. Apparently they said they changed some things with the structure of the set. I don't know how true that is. I've never built this one. And the Darth Vader's TIE Fighter is a little bit different. But the real thing they did was just change all the minifigures to be more modern. And then 2 years later, they changed the Stormtrooper head helmet mold, and this set is already outdated, even though it's still on shelves. So I don't really know who wanted another Death Star right after they just retired the Death Star they have been selling for 7 years. Oh, and by the way, they increased the price of this. Although inflation on the $400 Death Star that had just retired only brought it up to $450, and now they were charging $500 for this. So who wanted this Death Star? I don't think a lot of people wanted it. This received a lot of fan backlash when this thing got revealed. So that is my list of who the heck wanted these LEGO Star Wars sets. Let me know down in the comment section below if I missed one. Is there a LEGO Star Wars set that nobody wanted, even less than anything else I showed on this video? I'm really curious if you guys have any submissions, because I think I did a good job putting this list together, but of course the collective mind of the viewers is always better than mine. Leave a like on the video if you guys enjoyed, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already so you don't miss future LEGO Star Wars videos. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.